Okay, so what is the title of the unit, by the way? Can someone read the title?
Teacher, can I read?
يلا جنى.
Teacher can.
What will be, will be.
What will be, will be. Okay, what do you understand from this phrase? What will be, will be.
إيش حاصير حاصير.
Yes, this is the meaning of it. Now, the title of the reading that we're going to read. Can someone read it? يلا دانيا. Can you read the title of the passage? Yes, Dania. Okay, who can read the title of the passage?
أنا يا teacher. لم تكن تسمعوني؟
No, we didn't hear you. يلا دانيا.
A vision of
Yes.
a vision of the future.
Thank you so much. A vision to the future. A vision of the future. Do you understand the meaning of the title?
Yes.
Yes.
Which means?
رؤية المستقبل.
رؤية المستقبل.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Now, what do you think we're going to talk about according to the pictures that you have in your book? Can you see those fish? Do you think that there is a fish in real life look like this?
Yes.
You think so? There is a fish looking like this? I don't believe so. This is a very...
شيء غريب في...
Yeah, but it looks, I don't know. It looks like it's mad or angry. I don't know. Okay, we're going to read. I need you to pay attention so you can tell me what is this reading is about. Now, first listen.
A Vision of the Future. The French writer Jules Verne wrote several books in the late 1800s.
Unit 3. What
Can
will
you
be,
hear Ola
will
or not?
be. Pages 34 and 35. 1. Listen
You can
and
hear the
discuss.
audio?
A Vision of the Future.
Yes.
The French writer Jules Verne wrote several books in the late 1800s. In them, he wrote about the future. He asked, what will life be like at the end of the 20th century, 100 years from now? In one of his adventure novels, From the Earth to the Moon, his characters traveled to the moon in a rocket. In another novel, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, his characters dove through the depths of the ocean in a submarine in the shape of a whale. In a novel titled Paris in the 20th Century, Verne described a city with skyscrapers of glass and steel, high-speed trains, gas-powered automobiles, and a global communications network. Space rockets and submarines and other things in his novels didn't exist in Verne's time, but many of the inventions that Verne imagined became reality by the end of the 1900s. That's why people call Verne a visionary.
Comments made in the United States in 1955. Right or wrong predictions?
I seriously doubt that fast food restaurants will ever catch on.
Have you seen the new cars coming out next year? It won't be long before $1,500 won't even buy a used car.
Did you see where some baseball player just signed a contract for $75,000 a year just to play ball? It wouldn't surprise me if someday they'll be making more than the president.
Soon all our kitchen appliances will be electric. They are even making electric typewriters now.
I'll tell you one thing.
if things keep going the way they are, it's going to be impossible to buy a week's groceries for $20. If they think I'll pay 50 cents for a haircut, forget it.
Okay, so we're going to talk about a writer. Who is this writer, Ola?
Jules Verne.
Say it again, please.
Jules Verne.
Yes, it's Jules Verne. So what about this writer? There is something special about him. He writes what? He writes books or novels? Ola?
Books.
Books or novels? He has characters, so he
Books.
writes what?
Books.
Novel.
Novels. Do you know the meaning of novel?
Novels.
Novel.
What is the meaning of novel?
روايات.
Yes, thank you, Maria. The meaning of novel, it means that it has characters and it's a long story, not a short one. Now, there is something special about Jules Verne. He always, his characters, they always what? Regular characters, or he made
Teacher,
what?
I want
Yes, Maria.
teacher write again the question, please.
What about the special thing about Jules Verne? Does he just write regular novels, or he write about the second line? He writes about what?
About the future.
Yes.
The future.
Yes, he writes about the future. This is the special thing about him, that he writes about the future, something that did not happen before. Now, let me ask you a question. What is the name of the novel that Verne's characters travel to the moon in a rocket? Do you know the meaning of rocket?
Yes. Saruh.
Yes. So which novel that Verne's characters, هي الشخصية in this novel, traveled to the moon in a rocket? We're talking about very old writer.
To the moon.
Earth to the moon.
Thank you. From the Earth to the moon, his characters traveled to the moon in a rocket. Can you believe how old? Now we know that it's okay, yes, people can travel to the moon. But at his time, can you see in the late 80s, very old time, he just imagined that people are going to travel to the moon. Okay. I need someone to tell me, what did the character do in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? There is something the character do in this novel. So what do you think, Ola?
Who?
Who can answer?
Teacher me.
يلا جنى.
His characters dove through the depths of the ocean.
Where did you find the answer? Yes, here. So his characters dove through the depths of the ocean. Yes. Do you know the meaning of ocean, Ola?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, how Verne described a city? According to him, a city is... Who can participate?
Teacher me.
Teacher me.
Teacher me.
يلا رادن.
In the shape of a صحوة.
Which line you're reading?
After of the ocean.
Here. You mean?
In the لا نفس line.
In the 20th century. In the 20th century.
Yes.
Complete reading. Verne described.
Verne described a city with
Scrappers
skyscrapers of glass of steel
and steel high.
and high speed trains, gas powered
Powered
out
automobiles
about and a global uh,
communication.
com- communication
Thank you.
network.
Thank you so much. So he's saying, describing a city that with a skyscrapers. What is the meaning of skyscrapers, Ola?
ناطحة سحاب.
ناطحة سحاب.
Yes, thank you. So he described a city. Imagine in his time, in the 80s, he described a city with the skyscrapers of glass and steel, high-speed trains, gas-powered automobiles, and a global communication network. Can you imagine someone can predict the future like him? So he just imagined that. Did they come true?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they did. Now, true or false, many inventions that Burns mentioned in his novels were real in his time. When he talked about the skyscrapers,
Yes,
the
true.
automobile, they were in his time. They were in his cities. He can see those things. Is it true or false?
Yes.
True?
True, yeah.
True.
True.
Ula, do you understand the question? Many inventions, many things that Burns said or mentioned in his novels, they were real in his time. Can he see those cars and trains?
False.
No. Yes, it is false. So he just imagined them. Now here we have comments made in the United States. Pay attention to the time. 1955. I need you to pay attention to the time because we're going to say true or false according to the time. So let's see here. We're going to read those comments and we're going to see, are they true? Did they happen or not? So, I seriously doubt that fast food restaurants will ever catch on. So he's saying that he don't think that fast food restaurants are going to be successful. He just predicted that in 1955, very old time. Is his prediction right or wrong? Ola.
Right.
Okay, Ola, those are predictions. هذه كلها توقعات كتبوها الناس 1955. We're going to read them and then now in the 21st century, الآن نحن في القرن 21. Now we are going to see, is this what they said true as a prediction or not? يعني هل كان تنبؤهم صحيح ولا لا? So, this person said that fast food restaurants are not going to catch on. They are not going to be successful. His prediction is right or wrong?
Wrong.
Wrong. Of course wrong. Because fast food now fast food restaurants are very successful. Have you seen the new cars coming out next year? It won't be long before $1,500 won't even buy a used car. So he's saying that, yes, he's saying that even $1,500, which means 5,000 riyals maybe, it's not going to buy you even a used car. And that's true.
Yes.
That's right. We cannot buy a used car with 5,000 riyals. Okay, here we have, did you see where some baseball player just signed a contract for $75,000 a year just to play a ball? It wouldn't surprise me if someday they will be making more than the president. What do you think? He's saying now in his time, baseball player, they got what? $75,000 as a contract. عقد. Okay?
No.
So he's saying
Wrong.
that there will
No,
be
wrong.
a time they will make more than the president. I would
Wrong.
say it's
Wrong.
right. Because yes, baseball players, they
right.
get money.
لأنه
For us,
ماذا
here,
right, teacher?
because for us here, يعني in Saudi Arabia and in Arab countries, we don't really watch baseball. But there in America, it's very famous game.
زي كرة
You can see the baseball. It's a fun game, but it's not very famous here. So we don't have players. But there in their country, they have players and they got money. Maybe more than the president. Soon, all our kitchen appliances will be electric. They are even making electric typewriters now. What do you think?
Right.
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 Yes, it is right. They are making typewriters, electronic typewriters. I will tell you one thing. If things keep going the way they are, it's going to be impossible to buy a week's groceries for $20. So he's saying that in 1955, if things keep going the way they are in 1955, it's going to be impossible to buy a week groceries. اللي هي مثلا مقاضي الأسبوع من السوبر ماركت. It's going to be impossible to buy them for $20. يعني تقريبا 80 ريال.
Right.
right.
Yes, it's right. We cannot buy the whole 80 riyals. It's not even for a day. What's this? Okay. If they think I will pay 50 cents for a haircut, forget it. Is it?
Wrong.
Yes, it is wrong. We pay more than that.
Yes, no.
Okay. Now, I need you to imagine of something that you think after many years it's going to be true. It's going to be happening.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think there is gonna be يعني only trains.
Only trains, no cars?
Yes.
Yes, me too. I think that maybe it's going to happen. What else, Ula?
They will use a report.
Yes, maybe they can use report as teachers. And I think they started doing
Yes.
that. Mhm. So
And
goodbye, Ula. Okay, what else? Whenever you study for any exam. Yeah, Mariam?
What teacher?
Did you say something?
لا جاوبت على التي قلت نتخيل إنه كيف سيكون.
Oh, okay. Whenever when I was young, when I was studying for any exam, and I have many things to memorize, I always think of something or imagine something. Can you see this?
Yes.
Can you imagine if you can put something in your mind, like this card, and now you have everything in your mind without studying? Would you like to have
Teacher
that?
موجودة.
Yeah, teacher.
What?
موجودة.
What?
It's real?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
موجودة الآن.
Where can I put it? I don't have something in my head to put it in.
يوجد شركة لا أعلم ما اسمها، ولكن يعني قبل فترة أنزلوا مثل الخطاب يعني كامل عنها. أتوقع شركة جوجل، ويعني عنها
Wow.
كيف الإنسان بيها
معلم يوجد رجل هكذا.
Teacher
What? He just put the card in his mind?
ليش يعني
معلمة نعم
زي
يعني
كذا؟
يستطيع أن يفعل أشياء يعني ليش
بلا حقيقة يا معلمة.
والله
What?
حماس.
I thought that I
ده
was
كده
just
يضعوها في العقل يا
imagining.
معلمة، يضعوها في اليد، في كويتية فعلت.
أيوة هو في اليد حطها إنه
Does
صارت
this...
يدي مغناطيس.
تيتشر
Wow.
في الخطاب الذي قرأته
هو يعني
ماذا مريم؟
أوكي تكلم.
كان مكتوب أنه يعني إذا وضعت يعني إذا شخص وضعها في رأسه يستطيع أن يحفظ أحلامه. يعني مثلا إذا رأى حلم يستطيع أن يحفظه ويعني بالتفصيل، يعني كأنه يراه أمامه
لا كذا يفجع الصراحة.
Oh no, I wouldn't do
معلش
that.
جميل.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Can I choose the dream? If I like the dream, I want to keep it. If I don't, and it was a nightmare, I don't want to see it again.
تخيلوا طب خلاص
يا
يعطوا
ريت.
بدال الطالبات بدل ما يدرسوا يعني هذه ال9 سنوات
ولكن
يعطوهم
تيتشر
هذه فيها كل المعلومات خلاص.
Yeah, but it's not all about the information, Jumana. It's about the personality. You see?
عادي أهم المعلومات.
Okay,
Teacher.
that's for you. ها هلا.
تيتشر ولكن اللي يحطوها يعرفوا، يعني اللي مسوين هذه الشريحة يعرفوا هو كل ثانية إيش بيسوي وإيش بيفكر ويجلسوا يراقبوه،
يقرأوا كل أفكارك.
Oh no, really?
ويعرفوا أنت فين ويترقبوا زي كذا.
Oh, so they don't just give it to me, they have to stalk me what I'm thinking about, what I'm doing. No, but sometimes we think about stuff, but we're not serious about them. No, that's not nice. I'd rather cry while studying instead of just having this. Can you imagine if someone knows what you're thinking about?
يعني
أحس
الصراحة
إنها جميلة يا معلمة، لكن في نفس الوقت لا تخوف.
Yes, it's
لأنه
scary.
أنا ممكن أفكر في حاجة بس يعني ما مو حقيقة، يعني بس كذا قاعدة أفكر.
Yes, yeah, and it's just thinking. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. You're just thinking, and we are allowed to think whatever we want.
يعني مثلا كنت مرة معصبة وقلت أبى أكتب ده وأنا بس كنت قاعدة أمزح. يحسبوني من جد أقتله.
Oh wow, so you're thinking about killing people when you're mad.
يعني أحيانا.
Oh. Don't make
بس
Jumana
يعني
angry
مشكلة.
people. Well, very nice. Okay, the last thing that we have here, but we have, I think, 4 minutes. Can we finish in 4 minutes? We're just going to match
Yes,
those who
inshallah.
novel, restaurant, car, appliance, and cut. People will drive gas-powered cars. People will live in a skyscrapers. People will travel to the center of the earth. Fast food restaurant won't catch on. Sports stars will earn more than the president. So you're going to complete the following with the words from the text comprehension. Oh, okay, here. Now, what do you think? Oh, here we're going. Just a minute. Let's do B. Mark which of these reductions came true. What do you think of number 1? People will drive gas-powered cars. Yes, it is correct. So just let me write here. I'm going to write R for right, so and W for wrong. People will live in a skyscrapers.
Right.
Right.
It's also right. People will travel to the center of the earth.
Wrong.
Wrong.
To the center of the earth. I think the center of the earth here in the Middle East, so also it's right. Fast food restaurant won't catch on.
No.
Wrong.
Wrong. So, sports stars will earn more than the president.
Right.
Right.
Yes, they can get money more than the president. The president, sorry. Okay, I'm going to see what is this question is about. I really did not understand it. Okay, do you have any question, Ola?
No, thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. So just let me take the attendance.